Yinlin saved Wuthering Waves in Japan. I mean, we've all seen Wuthering Waves topping the charts in Japan, so that's really damn good to see. And they did that with their servers crashing. So literally people could not buy stuff in the game because the servers were crashing. So I don't even know how much money they could have made if their servers were actually up to the task. But as I said before in a previous video, I don't think Wuthering Waves was ready to accommodate this many players. I honestly think they were not ready.
It has been a rough week for Kuro Games in Japan. I should know. First, Wuthering Waves was plagued by a plethora of stability issues and bugs, unoptimized software and typical 1.0 issues you might expect, leading to many people being unable to play the game at all. And then there was the Jian weapon translation issue. Things started to look good when they promised individual support for the issue, but then
that was really bad. I mean, he's going to explain.
And they dropped the ball again and leaked the emails. Honestly, things were not looking good at all. There was even talk about Wuthering Waves being dead on arrival in Japan altogether, but that all changed on June 6th with the release.
Okay, to add to that, it was a huge drama. It was literally such a huge drama, and everyone was like panicking. Wuthering Wave was dying. The Genshin fans were really happy because Wuthering Wave was dying. It was crazy. Everyone in like China and Japan and everywhere were like, oh my god, the Wuthering Waves in the first week of being alive is not making hundreds of millions. The same as the games that been out for 3 or 4 years. Like, what? People have such like unrealistic expectations for Wuthering Waves. It's crazy. And mostly it's because a bunch of people hyped the game up so damn much. Like, bro, yeah, PGR is a great game. It's actually amazing. Kuro Games did a great job with PGR. And I am telling this a lot because I love PGR. I played a lot of PGR. But PGR had its issues too. Overall, PGR was the best ever gacha experience I had. So I was expecting a lot from them. A lot from Kuro Games because I know they are a good dev team. But for some reason, many people, like, I don't even know how to say this, like, literally, like, migrants, or I don't know how to call them, from, like, Genshin and other gacha games, just got into the Kuro Games space, and they were expecting Wuthering Waves to be their savior. It is a good game, but you need to give it time. Holy shit, it just came out a week ago, or 2 weeks ago, like, calm down, okay? You don't have to, like, wait for Jesus to come again or some shit with a game release. Like, what are you on about? Those unrealistic expectations really savor the launch for many people, I feel like. Especially on that revenue front. Like, why do you expect a game that just comes out to make as much money as someone that has been cultivating an audience for years? Like, huh?
Of Yinlin. And guys, there's no other way to say it, Yinlin absolutely crushed it. Yinlin certainly lived up to her vibe with how much she absolutely dominated.
Bro, this woman, I mean, I'm simping for her pretty hard.
She made almost double the money in 24 hours alone than for the entire first week of launch. I don't know if you could read this, but this is $4.68 Wutherillion right there. And it's still going up at a rapid pace. This is a massive home run for Kuro Games. Looking at the replies to her banner announcement on Twitter, I saw several people saying that
it is incredibly positive so far. She's a really damn good character, first of all. She's really hot. Her voice actors are really damn good. Her trailer was insanely good. Everything about it is really good. The game still has issues, but damn, the character release and everything was really damn good. Although they have some problems with the character release, and I think they should not really put the character trailer like right before the release. Like, bro, give it to me like a few hours earlier at least, or like a day.
They'd actually been holding off from using their polls in anticipation for Yinlin. That might explain this huge spike along with the 2 other jiggly reasons.
Oh, I didn't hold up. I literally had 60 pulls saved up, and I had like 10 pity. So I got her in soft pity, and I won the 50-50, but god, I wish I saved more, to be honest.
Speaking of Jiggly, several others were commenting on her amazing design about how cool and sexy she looks, but unfortunately,
the thing that broke me, I was actually thinking about skipping her because I already have an Electro DPS with Cultural. But she has Elf Ears. That's it. That broke me. That's it. I'm that simple.
Fortunately, Kuro Games made another blunder with this tweet. A small one, a minor one, but still a blunder nonetheless. In the announcement, they put the release time as 10 AM server time, which confused many people. Like, just when exactly is that? Is it not the same as 10 AM Japan Standard Time? No, it's not. The server time is based on China's Standard Time, which is fine in itself, but when you're making a post for Japan and for Japanese people to read, it would be better to put the local time as is instead. So something for them to take note of in future posts. Another thing I noticed is that I also saw several people asking where her trailer was, because at this point in time we were only a few hours away and still no sign of it. People were starting to get really anxious. And then at 11 AM for Yinlin's in-game release, Kuro Games also released her trailer along with it. And while people had been getting a little worried up to launch that they still hadn't released the trailer, it seems Kuro made the right bet by not releasing it too early, keeping the powder dry and dropping it just as she went live. The trailer was fantastic. It introduced the character to us, showed us who she is and what she's about, what she can do, all within a short story that had a clear beginning, middle and end. A fantastic piece of show don't tell style storytelling. And looking at the YouTube comments, the top rated comment is this one saying Yinlin's design is perfect, along with Koshimisu's voice. Oh my lady. The second
It is actually really good. If you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. I haven't really... I mean, I usually like Japanese voice actors way more, because I think Japanese voice actors overall better than English or any other like languages. Thank you, anime. But still, it's just insanely good. In Japanese, it's like... In English, it's still pretty damn good, but bro, in Japanese, it's like...
second top comment is talking about how smooth the transition was from 3D to 2D. Another one I found was talking about the length. 4 minutes? That's long, is what I thought. But after I started watching it, it went by so quickly. I hope every...
When I seen that the trailer was 4 minutes, I thought that they're going to do like those... the same stuff like Genshin and Honkai does, where they like show off the skills and everything of the character. But no, it was an actual trailer for 4 minutes. And those are usually like under 2 minutes. So, plus 2 minutes of that voting, and it was not boring at all throughout the voting. It's incredible work. It was really good.
The trailer you bring out in the future continues to stay at this level of quality. The rest of the comments were pointing out parts of the trailer they liked and congratulating her on making Wuthering Waves the #1 in sales ranking. I literally could not find a single negative comment in there about Yinlin, Wuthering Waves, or Kuro Games in general at all. Everyone was extremely hyped. But that was Twitter and YouTube. What about the DJs on 5chan? We all know they have no filter, so what do they have to say? Honestly, even before the numbers came out, they were already calling it. In Japan, Wuthering Waves is going to hit the #1 spot. The general got #9, so #1 is seriously a possibility. The #1 spot is ours. So many people are saying they're going to S6 her, so getting #1 spot is definitely possible. There's been such an anti-wooer campaign that I've become numb to it, but it's actually a good game, so... The anti-wooer people are too scared to try and hate on Yinlin to do anything. But I wonder what they're going to say when Jinsei comes out. When it hits the #1 spot, everyone will start playing it probably. It's over for Genshin today. Once you've tried Wuthering Waves, you can't go back to Genshin. It's too boring. We won. But those were the comments on the day. It's been 24 hours.
What did we won? I don't get this tribalism shit. Like, what do you want if Genshin dies? You won nothing, bro.
Since then. So I took a look at the latest comments and to be honest, there wasn't that much of a difference. Nothing about the refunds, nothing about the bugs. Everyone was just talking about whether to pull for the weapon or not, team comps, and what they thought of the designs. I saw this one here saying that the men in Genshin don't look like men. Wait, hang on.
That is so true. That is so true. I mean, even just a random NPC in Wuthering Waves is more manly than the main character in freaking Genshin. Although the main character in Genshin is a boy, so I guess just not really holds up. But I don't know, like Dainsleif, like bro looking like a freaking Batman looking ass motherfucker. Like, what? And compared to that, like you get the... Which NPC is that? The one you do your like EXP stuff and all that thing? It is just a random NPC. I mean, there are a few decent men designs in Genshin. I kind of like Ito, but they could have made Ito way more manly. Way more manly. He's literally an Oni, so they could have went crazy with that. Zhongli could have been a bit better, but it's still peak in terms of like manliness in Genshin. Other than these two... Hatem is like an, I don't know. They all look like Korean fuckboys, to be honest.
That sounds familiar. What's this link here? Oh, they were quoting Tectone. He actually goes on to say that they think you might be a little...
Not T-Dog. T-Dog is on it again.
Too harsh with that opinion? Sorry, Techie. A random JP message board member says you're wrong, so obviously they're right. That's what r/gachagaming thinks anyway. So if JP Twitter is happy, JP YouTube is happy, and the JP DGens over in 5chan are happy, and also looking at the initial figures for sales, I think it's fair to say that we have braved the storm and Wuthering Waves has a bright future ahead of it in Japan. But only time will tell. They just need to get on top of the Android side of things. But what do you think?
I'm calling it right now. Once Jinsei hits, like literally, she's going to come on the 28th of June, so it's still in this month. Her banner, if she's the first one, and not like Changli, whatever her name is, the other one, then this month is going to go crazy. I think. But even if it's like the other banner and not Jinsei's, it's still going to be really good. Yinlin did save Wuthering Waves, so saved. It's clickbaity, but still, she did in a way, especially in the eyes of like the Japanese community and everyone who is like, for some reason they are really like hang up on this idea of like, if a game makes a lot of money, then it's a good game. I don't know why is this like a thing, but I guess it is what it is, you know. But yeah, whatever. Alright, thank you for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe here and to Ryuko Sensei too. His video is amazing actually. And I started watching him because he speaks Japanese and all that, so it's really nice to have a source that can like translate from those communities and make me understand what they are saying, you know. So I don't have to use like Google Translate and shit. So it's incredibly helpful and good. See you in the next one. Bye bye.